We
Knicks fans, yo, we coming hard.
It's time for Knicks Real Talk Live. We going live on a televised on blue skies. We on that Friday night Knicks with our Knicks constituents. Lift the altar drip. That's that Knicks orange and blue. I thought you knew it's the brand. You understand how we do, my man. We stand on business. This Real Talk brand. You know we in this. We in the streets of Manhattan. People in the action. Getting the people reacting. Leading up to Knicks and he getting it cracked. Cause it's game time. We in the world most famous. We see the Knicks lock your team up. I be serving just like a subpoena. You know the Knicks fan. We feeling real giddy and litty. Cause the New York City gritty committed to beat the city by 50. Well, I'm about to get me a nice cipher with a smart quarter on ice. For a few bucks in the quarter to pay the order with my smart device. We and Gotham getting it popping in the Apple Rotten. Let the home, let the popping stopping on the Apple Rotten. It's Knicks Real Talk. The team streaming on YouTube.com. We got two dudes doing good moves spot on, dropping the bomb. When the cops got a spot to dropping some of the hottest Knicks content that's up in your head. Enough said, you know, upstairs leaving the guard after they done got their bag. Looks like a cab to fly back to the triad, no jet lag.
Knicks Real Talk right here. I'm representing with my peoples right here.
We
Knicks Real Talk right here. I'm representing with my peoples right here.
We
Knicks Real Talk right here. I'm representing with my peoples right here.
We Yo, salute everyone. What's good? What's good? What's good? Welcome to the show. Knicks Real Talk, Divine Shot Powers, Knicks Summer Madness, man, free agency, all the trades, everything just going all over the place right now. So we're going to dive deep into everything. Salute to everybody in the family, in the chat. Salute to all you guys. Real Talk, Daniel, Fabian, Just Knicks, King Ribby, what's good? Let me bring my partner in crime in the building. Shot Powers, my man, what's good, my brother?
Salute to you, Divine. Salute to the family in the chat. Let's get it.
Let's get it. Salute to everybody, man. I hope y'all having a good day today, man. Y'all about to get it popping with us, man. Salute to my man Nick Yak in the building. Net Mix fan, let's go in the building. Let me shout out all my people before I get into the content, but everything like that. And salute to everybody in the building. I hope y'all having a good day today and a good summer for that case. And we're gonna get into everything. Shot Powers, Knicks making deals, trades, losing some, gaining some. So we're gonna break all that stuff down, man. And hopefully, you know, we come out of this thing feeling pretty good this year. But right now, obviously, the biggest thing going on, Shot Powers, as you know, is Isaiah Hartenstein. But before we get into Isaiah Hartenstein, what's going on with you, my man? How you doing, my brother?
Yeah, well, we all in the back of all our minds knew that this was, possibly could be coming, the Hartenstein thing. And who could be mad at Hartenstein? He went to OKC and they're offering him almost double the salary that the Knicks is offering him this year. So, salute to Hartenstein for coming over here and playing hard and getting his bag. Hate to see him go, but love that he got his bag, and once a Knick, always a Knick.
Yeah, really, there you go. No pun. Yeah, I know how we get down. Yeah, man. Let's get him put him up on there right quick. I Heart, ladies and gentlemen, 3 years, $87 million to OKC. Going to be a pretty good addition for them guys. And the reason why I say that is now you can move Chet Holmgren to the 4. Obviously, you put Isaiah at the 5. They needed a force like Isaiah Hartenstein down there who could rebound the basketball, who could pass the ball.
Right.
So that's going to be a really good look for them guys because now you got him at the 5 with a stretch like Chet Holmgren at the 4, Williams, SGA, and Caruso. Pretty good damn team, to be honest with you. Starting 5 over there, I think that's going to be pretty lit for them guys. And so I'm really looking forward to see what they're going to do this year. But for us, it was a tough blow. It was a tough blow because he did a lot of good things for the Knicks the first 2 years he's been here. Came in here on a $16 million deal and 8 1 year, 9 the other year. Had a good run last year for Knicks when Mitchell Robinson went down, ladies and gentlemen. When Mitchell Robinson went down early, iHeart came in, even though he was dealing with an Achilles injury a little bit here and there. He definitely solidified the 5 spot for a guy. I don't think Jericho Simmons was there yet, but he did a good job for the New York Knicks, man. Him and Brunson had a good connection, guy had a good float game. His defense was there. His tenacity was there. So he did a really lot of good things for the Knicks, man. And, we hate to see him go, but at the same time, this is a business, and you can't leave that much money on the table, man, regardless of how much.
13 million extra a year. Come on,
Yeah,
13, 14 extra a year.
Yeah, you can't leave that much money on the table, ladies and gentlemen. But you know what? So, congratulations to him, man. Like I said, well deserved for him, man. He went out and did what he had to do. And let's take it from there. Hartenstein agent Aaron Mitz and Drew Morrison of the CAA closed the deal on San Quincy early hours Monday. Sources said huge all season for Thunder and adding two league's best role players, Hartenstein and Caruso. That was a good move for them. I kid you not. They're going to have a pretty good team down there. They had one good one last year, but I think they went out there and did what they had to do. So as you see, Woj had dropped that bomb on us earlier. We just got to deal with it. You know what I mean? Now we just got to go next man up, next center up. Who do we bring in here? We'll talk about that and what you think going to be the remedy to that. Obviously, we know we're dealing with Mitchell Robinson back. And the only reason earlier I was talking about trading Mitchell Robinson was because of Hartenstein. But I'm glad Mitch is be able to go better because he was our starting center last year and he was doing some dominant things. We'll talk about Mitch later on. But Shaw Powell, it was kind of expected because when we didn't sign him the day after the playoffs and you knew to start prolonging, you knew it was a possibility that he could walk up out of here. Because like I said, if the Knicks knew that they had that locked down, he would have signed right there, then and there once the playoffs was over. But obviously, it didn't happen, man. So, congratulations to Hartenstein. Thank you for being a New York Knicks, my man. You gave it 2 good serviceable years. I'm glad you got your bag, but now we got to retool Shaw Power and get ready, find what we're going to do moving forward. We got a lot of interesting things out there with President Chua, maybe. Is Mitchell Robinson and Jericho Sims going to be the main 2 guys right now? So it's a lot of things still up in the air for the Knicks, but I do believe that the Knicks probably did have a plan B if they knew this was going to happen. What the plan B is, I can't really tell you guys what the plan B was going to be, but I do believe that the Knicks do have a plan A and a plan B and a plan C for that matter. Shaw Powell, anything that you think you could see the Knicks doing or anybody that you would love to see the Knicks bring in to replace this young man who was really doing some damn good shit for it. You know what I mean? And like I said, he had a good game there. So now that we lost him, where do we pivot to? You got guys like James Wiseman, Mo Bamba, Wagner, a lot of guys that we thought the Knicks would want to get. A lot of them left. Valanciunas signed with Washington, and so on. My man stayed down there in Orlando. Go guys. So what is your gut feeling on what you think the Knicks is going to do to replace Hartenstein, or you think we just going to stand back and roll with what we got?
I think the Knicks going to call Taj Gibson, and he's going to get him that city bank. Salute to Allah was, but if you ain't in here, peace, God. If you ain't in here, that one's for you. For me, talking them there. Hey, listen, that's pretty much what it's right now. It's about the money and how the salary cap thing is working and how they don't want to get stalled at the second apron. I think they're a couple of $1 million from the second apron or however that thing is working out and stuff like that. I think they stay with what they know and bring Precious up and the new guy that they got from France, Australia. I can't remember his name right now. The new guy that we got in the for the 58th pick, and let him sit down there and learn some basketball from the big man expert that we got down there, and from Mo Cheeks. You know what I mean? And that's what how we're gonna roll. You know what I mean? We'll probably see majority of the picks that we got up here on the bench. You know what I mean? Assigned to a 2-way. Play some games there, play some games here, but it's no real big solutions out there. I mean, Mo Bamba, if you want to throw his name out there, maybe Tibbs. Tibbs get a player, man. I remember Noel was Draga before he came to the Knicks, and he ended up being a dominant player. I.e., I a player that was a bench player coming from the G League. You know what I mean? I think he was in the G League for the not the G League. What's the other league? The other league coming up from there on a $2 million contract his first couple of years. You know what I mean? Ready to take a pay cut to stay on the team that he was at. Came to the Knicks with the biggest contract that he got, $8 million or so, $10 million, $8 or $8 million over here in New York, and now he's making almost $30 million his first paycheck, $31 million. So. Tibbs is a guy that can develop a center. So There was names out there that was flown about. Valanciunas' name was out there heavy. And I mean, the Knicks was ready to go get him, but he went to Washington. So maybe they make a pick depending on. It all depends on this trade exception, on this mid-level exception, what they can afford. So whoever we get is really going to be a quasi backup center. Or we just bring in Precious Achiuwa, leave him behind Mitchell Robinson. He'll be in the second unit, so that'll help that he's not going up against quasi the premier players, the starting players in the league and stuff like that. He's going against their second team and stuff like that. With Josh Hart, DiVincenzo, Deuce McBride, and whoever else they put in that corner may be okay. I mean, but it's not much. But I know from the willing and dealing that Leon Rose did on the trade on the free agent. I mean, I'm not the free agent, the draft picks, going from 3 draft picks to picking up 4 players and 2 additional draft picks for prior years. I'm pretty sure they got somebody else that they're thinking about, and it may be something simple like signing Precious Achiuwa.
Yep, yeah. Salute to everybody in the building, man. Salute to the family, everybody in the building. Appreciate y'all coming in. Drip Moore in the building. Salute Drip Moore, Nick Yak, JW, Julian, Peace to the God, Alive Wide, Kevin Middleton, John Smith, everybody. Salute to you guys in there, man. Fabian, everybody. Salute. Here's one thing that's interesting to me, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about what Hartenstein did for this team with the nucleus that we had. Obviously, his you cannot underestimate his skill set, what he brought from a assist standpoint, the backdoor cuts, good IQ, the high IQ player. I think
that's what
we're gonna miss that. A little bit above Mitch, but still. But I Hart, he had some certain things. Now let's see how that changed with a full season of Julius Randle, Mikal Bridges, Anunoby. Now, to me, I don't think we will lose. How would I say without saying the wrong thing, ladies and gentlemen? We're gonna miss what he brings to the table, but what we added to the team from a offense standpoint, I think we could compensate for that. Like I said, Mikal Bridges, Randall will be back, Anunoby will be back. So I think we can make up by that by not having his offense. Let me put it like that, because now you got Mitchell Robinson in there, who's probably one of the premier offensive rebounders in the game, or not the premier offensive rebounder in the game. You don't have to rely on too much of him having to score, but just do the things he do. So these cats go out there chucking up shots, knowing that they got somebody there in the back like Mitch, who's a like I said, a dominant offensive rebounder. So it bodes well in that standpoint. But you're gonna miss some of the intangibles that he brought to the table. Like I said, his IQ was pretty supreme, man. The cat really knew how to look at the backdoor cuts. He was unselfish, but I still don't think his defense is at Mitchell Robinson's level. That's for sure. I think iHard got tenacity and all that, but Mitchell Robinson is special with that stuff, man, because he's linky and he just know how to disrupt things. And I think, if we would have had Mitchell Robinson probably in the playoffs, it might would have went different. Because he played MB. He played the hell out of it.
That's a big fact right there, Divine.
Yeah, I think Miles Turner would have did what he was doing, and I don't think MB was doing what he's doing if Mitchell Robinson didn't go down. So that's why I'm happy for him, but I'm not mad. I think it was, it just was the right thing to do, and I wouldn't have turned down that money neither. So, salute to my man Hartenstein. I'm glad you got your money, man. Go out there and do the damn thing. I'm glad you're in the West, not the East. You know what I mean? So, but now if we're looking at guys who can replace him, like I said, I think Tibbs could turn James Wiseman into something that everybody else couldn't do.
Right.
So he's a young man. If he's available, he's out there. Could think about it. He spent his first couple of years in Golden State Warriors, but they was on a championship type thing. They wasn't really ready to shape and mold that young man and get him in there and make him who he could be, because they still had Draymond, Clay, and Steph going for championships, obviously. So I don't have a problem knowing that we got Mitchell Robinson. You could bring him in. He's another name out there that I really like. That's definitely that'd be feasible for the Knicks, maybe they can get him. So we'll see how that goes. Then obviously Mo Wagner's out there. I like what my man John Smith said. Jaron Sharp, he's another guy out there. So I do think that Knicks they have something they can go to. They got something they can lean on, whether it's the mid-level or whatever the case may be. They will bring somebody in here. But right now, I'm glad. If you talking about we going into the season with Jalen Brunson at the 1, Mikal Bridges at the 2, Anunoby at the 3, Julius Randle at the 4, and Mitchell Robinson at the 5. I put that up against anybody.
Let's get it.
Anybody, any team in it. I don't give a. You got, first of all, you got 3 dudes in that lineup, and Anunoby and Mikal Bridges and Mitchell Robinson, just defense demons. So you got that right there alone. So your average starting 5 against the Knicks not gonna be scoring 90 points. You know what I mean? So knowing that, but then on the flip side, you got Jalen Brunson who can get you 30, Randall can get you 30. You got Anunoby and my man Mikal, they hot to get you 30. So you got 4 guys in there literally to get you 20 points every night, along with somebody like Mitchell Robinson who probably gonna wind up being a double guy. So, I still think by losing Hartenstein don't make us. I don't think we get weaker. I still think we're one of the top 3 teams in the East. You know what I mean? If you want to say Philly, Boston, and us, or us, Boston and Philly, or Philly, Boston, I don't know. I don't care how you put it. But we are, and then you think about this here, ladies and gentlemen, then we go to another subject, Shaw Powers. Now you got DiVincenzo who started for us. It was my name, Josh Hart, who was starting for because everybody injured back on the bench, dude, with Deuce McBride. If you're bringing Preston Achiuwa, you're bringing James Wiseman, I don't care who you're bringing, you still got a solid squad back there. So I think the departure of Hartenstein hurts a little bit, but I don't think it makes us like we weak, like we not going to be in contention. I think that's bogus. Because if you got a premier
Yeah.
forward, you can't do nothing about that for sure.
Listen, Knicks fans, I'm going to say this. This is how I came to the conclusion, man. Hart got his bag because Mitchell Robinson got hurt. If Mitchell Robinson were to continue to play the way he started last year for 65 games this year, last season, we wouldn't even be chirping about what Hart is going to get paid from OKC because they wouldn't have gave him as much as they gave him now. You know what I mean? So the incident of Mitchell Robinson getting hurt, because if Mitchell Robinson played last year, we would have been dominant. The difference that I'm going to miss from Hart is the way he passes the ball for cutters. And now we got 2 guys that cut to the basket continuously. OG Anunoby and Mikal Bridges. The way he sets the pick for any shooter, but especially for Jalen Brunson. He opens up Jalen Brunson off the pick so he could take open shots, and DiVincenzo. That's not so deep Brunson, but also DiVincenzo exclusively. The way he makes the way he was working with Jalen Brunson on that short pick and the pick and roll. He hit the pick. Jalen Brunson goes towards the hole. He dips the ball off on a basket going to the hole to Hartenstein. Hartenstein either shoots that float jump shot or takes 1 or 2 dribbles and goes right to the hole and lays it up off the board. That's what I'm going to miss for Hartenstein because, excuse me, because we're not going to get that type of play from Mitchell Robinson. You know what I mean? The assist, the movement of the ball, because Mitch is not that, from what I see, he's definitely not a passer like Hart. You know what I mean? But what we are going to have is inside presence once again. Now, not saying Hart didn't have inside presence. Yes, he did. Did we block shots? Yes, he did. You know what I mean? But the difference is people tested Hart going to the basket. That's why he got all those blocks. People don't go try to throw it on Mitchell Robinson. They just don't do that. You know what I mean? I think I've seen in so many years, maybe 3 or 4 players really throwing on Mitch. And they're all premium centers. 2 is definitely Giannis and 1 is Embiid. You know what I mean? Just threw it on Mitch. Those like the only guys that I really just seen brutalize Mitch, and Mitch come back and do something back to them too, in the same instance. But with that being said, we still got, I don't know why everybody bugging out about Mitchell Robinson. Do everybody remember what the reason why I know why a lot of people are so skeptical about Mitchell Robinson? One, like he doesn't do the Hart thing, and he plays he's in the ducking spot, so he clogs up the middle a little bit. So now man can roam a little bit, you know what I mean? and his health. I mean, last couple of seasons he has been healthy. He only had one real good season, and that was the year that he signed the contract with 72 games. I think he played. That was the next year where he signed this contract that he's on now. So if we could get 65 games from Mitchell Robinson plus the playoffs, a healthy playoffs with 65 games on Mitchell Robinson, OG Anunoby, and McBride, that's 53 wins right there with just them on the court. Not even including the other 17 games without Mitchell Robinson on the court. That's 52 games right there from that team right there, because Mitchell Robinson on defense, defensive juggernaut. He's going to be in top 5 in every category this year. Rebounding the basketball, offensive rebounding the basketball, block shots, box outs, all those things that equate to defense. Mitchell Robinson got that, and we're not going to lose much. It's just hurting knowing that we got McBride, Bridges here now. That the lanes are going to be wide open with Hartenstein. That's what I'm going to miss.
Yeah, I just want to answer a lot of why you dead on with that, ladies and gentlemen. Let me put his chat back, his quote back up there. Said Divine, can we play 5 out with Randall at the 5, and make teams big, guard him on perimeter? Absolutely. See, that's what was interesting to me. We not really understanding that the New York Knicks got Julius Randle. I'm gonna tell you who can even play the 5 for New York, or depends on a lot, like Anunoby. Anunoby's a big.
That's the word. That's the word on the street, Divine.
Yeah, you can even throw Anunoby at the 5, all depending on the matchup in a certain game. So, but just to answer the guard question, I bear witness to that, because you could throw Randall there, you could throw Anunoby there. I mean, you still got Robinson, Jericho Sims. If you sign back Precious Achiuwa, you still got a power forward in Randall. You still got a power forward in Anunoby. You still have a power forward in Precious Achiuwa. You still can even throw Jericho Sims there at the big body at the 4. I think we have enough size to kind of combat what we miss with Hartenstein, because you might miss some of his skill set, but if you bring back Preston Achiuwa, or you're bringing one of the other guys like Wiseman or whoever, I think the Knicks will be fine. I really do. So I'm not too much concerned about Mitch losing him. But once Nick always thinking he played good with us. He did some good things. But that's for another day. But I do agree with the guard. I don't have a problem with Randall. Can you imagine any center 7 foot trying to come out on a perimeter and guard Randall or Anunoby? And if they big footed, you put the ball on the floor, you're gonna blow by him anyway, because Randall and them can handle the ball. So we have some mismatches that we can kind of formulate with these guys, and I do think that that's going to be one of the interesting things, is how they do that. And then, like I said, Mitch, what, 6 years, about 3 years, two years he played under 60 games, 31 one year, 59 the year before. So if he just got it, like Shaw Powell said, the man can stay at least around 60-something games and the playoffs. Let's hope the man come back. Been working on his ankles, been working on everything he possibly could work on.
Wearing some high tops, some old school Patrick Ewing or something.
Right, yeah, and let's hope that. But let's see what the Knicks do, ladies and gentlemen, from here on out, because we still got some things we need. We still can accomplish. We still got some sections and all that stuff. So let's see how it go.
Yeah, we still got a little bit of cash.
Yeah, we still had a little something there. We work it out. But salute to my man Isaiah Hartenstein. Thank you for coming in. For being a Knick for these last 2 years, man. It was a blessing to have you here, man. You really helped us get to 47 wins one year, 50-something the next year. So, you are the part of that. But, go get your money, go do the damn thing, and and we see you when we play you. And then you can get with your buddy Mitch when he blocked like 6 of your shots. I don't know, whatever. So listen, man. But you know what? On a free agency tracker thing, a lot of things, people really got signed out there, man. Man, they were shelling out some money. Shaw Powell, and obviously we had a big shelling out with Anunoby, 5 years, 212 million. But a lot of guys got paid, a lot of guys got moved that was interested in me. I didn't think a lot of these guys I see coming, they got traded there. Obviously the Paul George thing you seen coming. I see the Klay Thompson thing coming. I didn't know Klay Thompson was gonna go to Dallas though. You know what I mean? So you got Klay Thompson with Luka and Kyrie. That's a bona fide.
That's gonna help them.
Yeah, it's gonna help them. But and Klay's an underrated defender. Frank Marble says prediction is Wiseman. I don't have a problem with that. I think because it's not no pressure for him to come in there and be the man because he just could back up Mitchell Robinson. You know what I mean? I don't have a problem with them bringing that brother in here, Frank, because I do believe that Knicks know how to develop people. And I think the Tibbs and Mo Cheeks and Johnny Bryan, them got to get the best out of them. You know what I mean? So not the caveat off the goal was a free agency tracker, sorry, but just to answer your question, I like that. I do like, I think, Jay, sometimes, you mature later in life. It might take longer to mature. And maybe he just wasn't in the right situation, especially with when he left Golden State to go to Detroit. You know how they were playing out there. They didn't. I think my man was the guy named the coach, Monty Williams. They kind of had that thing going a different way. He took the veterans in there, took out the younger guys, and all that good stuff. So it's hard to say. A Spree, I'm with you on that. That's not a bad move neither. If they want Brook Lopez, I don't know. I don't know how much you're gonna call Spree, but
I think his money is just a little too deep. You know what I mean? He's going to want a bag. You know what I mean? But, he's not a bag option, not top of my list, but, his name is out there. I think I don't think he's going to come in here and play for $5 million, $7 million. Right, you know what I mean? I don't think he's going to do that. I don't think he's going to do that. I mean, so if he's leaving out of Milwaukee, I don't think he's coming over here for $7 million. I don't think he's doing that. Well, I mean, his last contract is about $32 million to $30-something million. I don't think he's coming over here for $5 million. I don't think he's gonna do that.
Yep. Yeah. Fred Monto said, "Who else are we traded in the Bridges trade?" Frank, I know they ain't trading Deuce. That for sure.
They already that's set in stone.
Yeah. Most likely, I think it's gonna be somebody like Marty, the Demonte, or all them guys like that. I just don't see. Nick cannot trade Deuce McBride, but that just is not good for me. And I was one of the ones who would worry about Deuce. But every year he got better. Last year he exploded. He worked on his game. He got better. Frank, so I hope he not one. But I can see somebody like Diamante, whatever his name is, and I think they didn't resign. Or it could be Jericho Sims. It all depends what the Knicks do. If the Knicks go out there and maybe the Knicks picked up a $2 million option for a reason. So it'd be hard to say.
They definitely got a $7 million trade extension that's about to expire. So I think they're going to try to play with that. They are pushing the cap tax right now, 172. I think I didn't do the math recently, but they must be close to that. They got to be close to like 170 now with OG money and Bridges coming over with $22 million. That's an extra, we was talking 35, so that's an extra 32 for what OG is going to be about 40, but I think his first contract is going to be like 36, whatever it is we're close to the cap, not to the first apron, and still a little bit of ways from the second apron. So if we're not at the cap already, because I haven't added in all these pickups that we picked up, all these draft picks that we picked up, but we still have, I don't think we're at the cap. I mean, I don't think we're at the luxury tag, the apron, the first apron. Because I got confused about this too. It's the cap is 172. The apron is over 178, and the second apron is 189 or something like that. So I think we're past the cap. And I think we're somewhere around 170-ish or something like that. So however that thing is working out, we'll figure it out. I know that they already, like I said, they wheeled and deal on that trade. What you put up there?
Yeah, here we go. The team minimum salary for this year, ladies and gentlemen, is 126.5.29. The NBA salary cap is 140.588. The NBA luxury tax line is 170.814. The first apron is 178.132, and the second apron is 188.931.
Right. So we're right. We're right at that luxury tax, the cap tax.
Yep. So I think we'll find a way to. I don't think we're gonna get to the second apron. It all depends what happens in the next couple of days. If they decide to do something different, I don't know if the Knicks will want to get there, but I think they would rather go take a chance at the second apron and not the first if they're going to try to build a contender, which they are building. So they might go over that first apron, but I don't think they're going to hit that second apron though. So let's see how it goes. All depends what happens in the next couple of days, the next couple of hours. I don't know what's going to go on out there, but I do believe that the Knicks will most likely have to wind up being that second apron. Either way, Frank said either way we have to match salaries in the trade, or we can't sign anyone else. We need to add $4 million to Brooklyn or a team with cap space. So I agree with
for the space, right?
Right.
For
So
that first one you showed 170-ish for that first, because we over that 170 now with just OG's contract and Mikel's contract. I think we're over 170. You know what I mean? I think with those added prices on there, that was the first number that you showed was probably I know we're about once with I haven't done the math yet, but with Mikel and OG, we're definitely at the first tax, the first cap tax. That means that we can use our and we do have to do something with that deal before my born day on the 6th, to aggregate our mid-level exception and stuff like that. We got to give more money than we take in, or if we're at the cap, then we get penalized or some shit, some crap like that.
Yeah, we'll get into the cap thing in a few minutes. Let me just let you guys see, what's going on.
We ain't got nobody to trade, and we ain't got no more picks. So we are stuck with this team for the next couple of years, and we're gonna have a couple of Tito's sitting on the bench. This is another reason why I thought that they were going to pick up these players from the draft. You know what I mean? Because for the next 4 years or so, we're not gonna really be able to make no moves. So we gotta hope that these guys that we picked up be good. These 4 guys that we picked up, we gotta hope that they could come in here and start playing some basketball. You know what I mean? Everybody talks about Tom Thibodeau play young guys and young guys. Yeah, we do have a good 8-9 man rotation right now of Tom Thibodeau. But Tom Thibodeau has played Obi Toppin. Tom Thibodeau has played IQ. Tom Thibodeau has also played Quentin Grimes. So in the last couple of years, so all that stuff, they used to say Tom Thibodeau do back-to-back training, running up in laps and all that stuff. Josh Hart said it plainly. He said, this guy don't do no training. We go and watch tapes and fix ourselves off of tapes. He said, maybe we go do a scrimmage every so often, but majority of the time we watching tapes and getting it up here, not on the court. So let's get it up here. You know what I mean? Do whatever you got to do. I think, these young guys that we picked up in the next couple of years are going to be very beneficial to us.
Yep. Real quick, let me run through this free tracker for you guys, for those who want to see what's going on around the league. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, real quick, we're gonna go through this real quick. We get back to the Knicks talk. Jason Tatum, ladies and gentlemen, $315 million.
Whew.
They got him and my man $600 million. Then they're over half a billion.
White signed too today.
Yeah, White signed too. Obviously. My man Klay Thompson, ladies and gentlemen, going out there to the Dallas Mavericks on a 3-year deal. That's roughly about 16, something like that a year. Maxey signed a 5-year, $204 million to stay in Philly. And breaking news, the Boston Celtics, the majority owner might be selling some of that team. White, we signed with them 4 years, $126 million. The big news right there, obviously, Isaiah Hartenstein, ladies and gentlemen, he's no longer with the New York Knicks. He signed with the OKC Thunder on a 3-year deal, and that's $87 million. That's then at $29 million a year.
Yeah, almost $30 million a year.
Right. Obviously, Paul George. We're gonna get into that because we're gonna talk about this thing with the Philadelphia 76. But obviously, Paul George. How can the Los Angeles Clippers let Paul George get up out of there and then get nothing in return? After all the draft capital they gave up with SGA, all them picks, and did not get a damn thing in return for Paul George because he left a free agency. Well, they should have been working on something. That is crazy to me.
That's them. You're right. I thought that was something right there, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, especially if you try to get something, sign and trade or something.
Yeah, something. They gave up SGA about like 9 picks or some shit, and you get this cat out of there for nothing. That was poor management right there, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously Kelly Oubre going back on 2 years, $8 million a year. With my man, I would love to have Najee Marshall. That boy got dog in him, man. Real talk. But obviously he signed up with the Dallas Mavericks. Dallas Mavericks did good. They picked up Klay Thompson and Najee Marshall. Najee Marshall can get down. I mean, from a defense standpoint, he's a rough rider too, man. Real talk. That was a good pickup for them. Derrick Jones Jr. going to the Clippers on a 2-year deal, leaving Dallas, going down a 3-year, $10 million a year deal. Ladies and gentlemen, Kate Cunningham time for $226 million. Chris Paul going out there to San Antonio to roll a Wembyama.
He's gonna make them good.
Make them good. Absolutely, they need a veteran like that. Caldwell Pope went down to Orlando. That was a good look for them. They need a veteran guy like that. So everybody willing to deal. And Kevin Love staying with Miami. Miami didn't do too much, but they feel like they think they got enough to compete, which I don't think so. James Harden, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know how this cat, him and Paul Jordan, was stealing all that money. 2 years,
I don't even know it, man.
$70 million, bro. I mean, it ain't like these cats even going to the playoffs. None of that. So let's see how it goes. But other than that, Christie went back to the Lakers. Obi Toppin, ladies and gentlemen, 4 years, $60 million, $15 million a year. Good for him. Salute to my man. Once a Nick, always a Nick. Brooklyn in the building, and now pretty much on your free agent tracker, ladies and gentlemen. So a lot of that stuff we kind of was expected. But for us, we just got to go out there and make it work. And I think we're going to have a good deal to go out there and get somebody to add to what we have. But I'm confident with the team we have, though. I still think if you look at the Knicks team, we one of the deepest teams in the association, regardless of what they do. I think we just got to find that backup 4. Or if you feel like we need a 5, then we go get a 5. But I do think Mitchell Robinson, Randall, Anunoby, if you bring pressure to it back at Jericho, I think that's enough to keep us relevant the way we want to be relevant. Because I think we got our starting 5 is like, to me, top of the food chain with Jalen Brunson and Mikal Bridges and Anunoby, Randall, and Mitchell Robinson. That's top of the food chain right there, ladies and gentlemen, on both sides of the ball. Actually, you got 2 all-stars in Randall and Brunson. They're all NBA. Let me put it like that. You got definitely all-stars in Mikal Bridges and Anunoby, from a talent perspective. And so, I think we're pretty good there. And I think having Josh Hart, DiVincenzo, and Deuce McBride, you just got to fill them 2 other spots behind them. I think if we do that, or depending on where we go about it, but Tibbs, he can go play 9 guys and bring one of our starters back in there to fill a void here and there. So we very multi-dimensional, we multi-versatile. So I'm not too concerned about the Knicks shot power. I think we got enough versatile players to fill any void that you may think the Knicks don't have. So yeah, I'm not too much concerned about it at all. I just think we got to go out there and do the damn thing. But for us going forward, I'll put up the Knicks stuff in a minute. But for our free agency, it was a lot of wheeling and dealing this year. God that you expect went places that you didn't think they were going to go. But I'm happy with our outcome. Obviously, we lost Hartenstein, but I'm still happy with our free and our draft. I'm happy with all of it. I think we did pretty good. So we just got to see how we're going to wheel and deal with salary capture our powers. And I think if we do that, then we'll be right back where we need to be.
Yeah, I mean, we'll work it out, man. These guys have made all these deals, did all these things, and I know they got a calculator. They probably got the old school Chinese calculator, the one that you got to slide side to side like this so they can add up the prices and stuff like that. I forgot the name of it. I messed the joke up. But they definitely willing and dealing, man. And I'm pretty sure that they're going to get that money over there before Saturday, you know what I mean? And get everybody, get the money back under so they'll be able to utilize 2 more picks or 2 more monies. You know what I mean? If they can, Diakite or whatever his name is, add him into the thing, or, somehow, somebody else, however they're going to work it out, they're going to get something to go over there to go with those picks to make the money work out so they can get under that cap, to get close under that cap so they can make a deal or 2 so they can make it to I think the Knicks are going to be hitting the first apron somewhere around 178, whatever that number is. You know what I mean? I don't think they're going to go too far over 178, but I think they're going to be in that range of apron. You know what I mean? First apron status. You know what I mean? I don't think they'll get as high as 189, but who knows what the Knicks will do and how they can wheel and deal. You get 1 or 2 plays here to make it a 189. I mean, if your money is already 178 and you're talking about 189, you know what I mean? That's only $9-10 more million. You know what I mean? It ain't like, it's $22 million or something like that. But, like I said, you take for the numbers that I had when we were at 154 with the 9 players, that was with Hartenstein being here at 17 and OG at 35. Now the numbers went up tremendously. You know what I mean? You got to add another $8 more million onto maybe not this year. I think his first salary would be 36 this year. OG, I think his first salary would be 36 and some change. But you got to add in that $20 million. Now that $20 million is the same amount of money, or more money, $6 million more dollars than what they would have paid Hartenstein this year. So they got to do some willing and dealing to get the numbers right so they can utilize that money that they got that they could use being a tax apron team.
Yep. Here's interesting to me, ladies and gentlemen. Let me ask y'all a question right quick. With the Knicks, the way the Knicks is presently constructed right now, what's y'all got feeling on them? Does anything change from us being a contender that you thought we was going to be when we signed Anunoby and we got Mikal Bridges once that finalized? Though we lose Hartenstein and Philly picks up Paul George, they pick up Andre Drummond, they pick up they bought somebody else in there. I'm sorry. What's my man name? Eric Gordon, and things like that.
And they re-signed Oubre.
Right. They're a formidable team. But how you guys feel about our squad, knowing that after what we did, do you still think we good enough to compete at that 1, 2, and 3? I do. Me personally, I still think the Knicks, because I think what we can't underestimate, if you look at us let's go team for team, pound for pound. Jalen Brunson, Kyle Lowry, okay, Jalen Brunson and me, Maxey and what's his name? Excuse me, Mikal Bridges.
Now,
here's the difference. Maxey might be a better scorer, but my man, Mikal Bridges is a linky defender, and he's a damn good defender too. I mean, he ain't no. So Maxey might
runner up last year, 2 years ago, and for the defensive player of the year.
Right. So I'm looking at that from that standpoint. Then I was okay. That's going to be a good battle there. Then you go to the 3 spot. Who is Paul George and Anunoby? That's going to be the shit right there. That's going to be the matchup right there. So yeah, Paul George might get bucks and everything, but my man Anunoby's a hell of a defender as well, and George can defend well. Here's why I think the Knicks got the advantage, and everybody keeps sleeping on us here. I don't think there's not too many teams in you fuck with Julius Randle.
Yeah, I've been saying that.
There ain't too many teams.
He's all at the avocats in every conversation I talk about, because Julius Randle does so much for the Knicks, and he is a playmaker. He draws double teams and kick the ball out. You know what I mean? And now, before, what we used to hope from RJ, we got that in Mikal Bridges now. Mikal Bridges ain't gonna have to shoot all those shots like he was shooting in Brooklyn, 35 shots a night. He ain't gonna have to do that in New York. 17, 18 shots, he'll probably get a night. And he's going with those 17, 18 shots, he's gonna hit about 13 to 15 of them a night. He's gonna be killing it, man. He's gonna be killing it. So I'm not worried about all the hoop. Oh, this guy came over, he ain't do nothing for Brooklyn last year. The first year that he got there, he scored 26 points. He had 8 rebounds, and I think it was 4 or 5 assists, or 2 or 3 steals. He was a juggernaut the first year he got there. They put more pressure on him to allow him to make it his team, and it was too much. He was shooting 35 shots a night. You know what I mean? His percentages went down, his scoring went down, everything went down because he was shooting more. You know what I mean? He ain't gonna be doing that over here in New York. You know what I mean? So he's gonna be shooting around 17 shots a night, and out of those 17 shots, I'm pretty sure he's gonna hit about 10 to 12 a night. Easy.
Yep, absolutely. And just to finish what I was saying, then you obviously Embiid is who he is, but Mitchell Robinson plays Embiid well. You know what I mean? He plays pretty much out a lot of centers in the game, because Mitchell Robinson he ain't big in the Embiid, but he big is just as big as him, and he got the length. So and if Mitchell Robinson can be healthy, and I think that's going to be huge. And then to me, is that I still think right now, the way they probably constructed, let's say Deuce Bride at the 1 backup, DiVincenzo at the 2 backup, Josh Hart at the 3 backup, who gonna be that 4 backup for the Knicks and who gonna be the 5. Once the New York Knicks take care of them 2 positions, no matter which way they go about it, once they take care of that backup 4 and that 5, I don't think there's not too many teams in it can deal with the Knicks from a depth standpoint. You know what I mean? They are really deep there. So I'm really excited about this team moving forward, man. I think we got one of the best defensive teams in the game. I think Josh Hart, Anunoby, and Mikal Bridges are probably some of the better defenders in the league, actually. You know, so, and then you added Mitchell Robinson there. That's another impact player. DiVincenzo can play D, but then you got Deuce Pride, who's a pesky defender. So, yeah, to me, I think we good on both sides of the ball. We got guys who can get buckets, and we got guys who can stop you from getting buckets. So, to me, that equates to a damn good team, you know, and there's a lot of good teams out there, but we'll see. I think Philly, they good. I still don't think they overtook the Knicks with Mikal Bridges coming in. I don't. I'm not Mikal Bridges. I meant to say Paul George, because I do think that they can get neutralized with the squad that we have. You know, on top of that, Shot Powers, I started a lineup to score 95 points easy. 20 Brunson, 20 this guy, 20 that guy, 20 that guy, and give Mitchell Robinson 12, 13, whatever. So if you're getting down at 90 points out your starting lineup, and then you take it to the equation with Deuce McBride and DiVincenzo could do, we just need that 4 dude. And you talking about Knicks scoring 120 a game. Damn near some given night. So I'm optimistic about everything, man. And I can say that, you know, we just got to go out there and let Ted put it together. And I'm really, really excited about Mo Cheats coming aboard, because Mo Cheats going to bring something that, you know, the experience, all that, the will, the knowledge, everything. I'm really happy about that, man. You know, and that's that. Yeah, we do, man. We do have a huge hole, but, you know, still, it's everything is about committee. You know what I mean? You know, because in one sense, we lose our heart, but at the same time, Nick 100, Miles Turner was handling their business, and B was handling their business, though. You know what I mean? It's a tough loss for us. Make no mistake about it. But you know, it's a committee thing. You know what I mean? And I do believe that Julius Randle can go to the 5. So you could throw Anunoby at the 5. You could throw Mitchell Robinson at the 5, whatever. I mean, you got to go according to the way the game is going. If the game is calling for a smaller center, shit, you could put Randle or Anunoby at the 5. If you're going for a big boy, we take it from there. But I'm either way it goes. And I agree with you 100%. It's a big loss. Make no mistake about it. My man is a big loss for the New York Knicks, ladies and gentlemen. Isaiah Hartenstein. But at the same time, our core guys is there. Our core dudes is the ones that's going to win this thing for them. We got a nice core there, on both sides of the ball. So let's be optimistic about it and see what happens. It ain't over till it's over, but no question about it, you're going to miss Hartenstein, man. You can't take a guy like that who can score, pass the ball, great high IQ, you know, and you're going to miss that. But, you know, I don't think that he's going to stop us from being who we're going to be, because we just got to do it by committee. Let's see how it goes. But it's a big loss. Nick 100, no doubt about that, my brother. If anybody don't believe it's a big loss, there's something static mistaken. But at the same time, I think we got enough there to do our thing. So let's see how it goes. But Shot Power, you know, one of your favorite pet peeves, ladies and gentlemen, and this is where we at with this thing, as far as the structure. Right now, as we are presently constructed, the New York Knicks, total cap allocation though $225 million. The cap space minus 84. First apron, they weighed $5 million for the first apron, $15 million for the second apron. Active roster as of right now, estimated Anunoby $36 million, Julius Randle $29 million, Brunson $25 million, Mikal $23 million, Josh Hart $18 million, Mitchell Robinson $14 million, DiVincenzo $11 million, McBride $4 million, and Mahdi the key, yeah, he's non-guaranteed, and then Jericho Sims is $2 million. So them the ones that's pretty much under contract for the Knicks, as you can see right there. So we're looking at, as far as that is 30, let's say 37, 65.
Hold on, I get my calculator out right now.
89, 102, 120, 134, 145, let's say 150, 152. But that's not taking in the cap holes that we got going on here. Alsberg, Preston Tua, the rookie we signed, Daquan Jeffries, Shake Milton, Toppin, Charlie Brown, Dwayne Washington, incomplete roster at $2.7 million. So them just cap hit for now, and I don't know where that's going to change at. Non-taxpayer, where we at with this thing? Trader Obi, blah blah blah. So right now, Aspire 11/30/23. What I'm looking at here is the trade for Malachi Flynn that expires February, December,
Right.
for RJ expires the 12th, the 30th of this year, and Obi Toppins is this
Soon.
7 days. 7 days.
Mm-hmm. Soon.
7 days here,
That's
right.
the big one, the $7 million one.
Right. So as of right now, cap maximum cap is 140. Active roster, we got 166 right now, as according to Sports Track. So we look like we are 26 million over the cap. We didn't hit the luxury from this thing. Now it could change. I don't know what everything else coming into play. The Anunoby might be more than that 36, let's say be 40, whatever. I don't know, but that might push it at that luxury tax right there.
Yeah, we in the luxury tax.
Yeah, projected cap space minus 75 million. Maximum possible cap space minus 27 million. First April 178, total allocations 173, space 5.6 million. Second April 188, 173, total allocation 15 million. Deadline real quick, we get into it. Jericho Sim, they signed his extension, so he's eligible for it. He got that 2 million. Jalen Brunson is coming up in 11 days. Mitchell Robinson extension eligible is coming up in 11 days, which I don't think they're going to do that. Jericho Sim just got his guaranteed money. I think they made that non-guaranteed to guaranteed now. Julius Randle the extension eligible in August. Mikal Bridges is extension eligible this year in October. Guaranteed, my man, his is in the 1st of January 2025. Jalen Brunson, player option in 2025. Josh Hart, he's good all the way to 2027-28 with a club option. And Anunoby, obviously 28-29, he just signed his money. So that's pretty much where we stand with them guys, man. And here go the future picks, ladies and gentlemen, from this board here. Now, I don't know how accurate it is. In 2025, you got the Dallas pick. It looks like to New York, Detroit to New York, Milwaukee to New York. Obviously, the Knicks got their own pick. Washington to New York. Now, in that deal with Mikal Bridges, I can't recall what year picks went out, but according
25,
to this,
we don't got that one. It's
Okay.
all the odd numbers, 25, 27, 29, and 31.
a pick out of each one, though, not all of them, just one pick out of each one, right?
Right.
Okay,
Their pick, and they gave up in the 25 pick. They gave up. They got another 2, the Pistons pick, and I want to say somebody else for 25 for next year. They gave up those 2 picks plus the 25 pick, and then the 25, 27 is their pick, 29 is their pick, 31 is they pick, and all of those picks I think are unprotected, and I think 28 is the one that is a trade swap or whatever that is. Depending on if whoever's pick is higher, they'll trade it to Brooklyn. You know what I mean? So if Brooklyn pick is higher, then they won't make a swap. Then the Knicks will have a trade. But the Knicks pick is higher, then they have to trade it to the Nets and swap their picks over. So if the Knicks pick is 25 and Brooklyn's pick is 29, then we'll get the Brooklyn pick at 29, and they'll get the 25th pick, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. So I think and I think we still got a good future when it comes to we got a lot of capital back, so we still good there. So I'm really excited about that, man. I think they're willing to deal the best way they can. But like I said, you do got extensions coming up, and who knows what's going to happen in the next week or before the training camp start. It still could be some willing dealing going on, even if it's not today or whatever the case may be. We need to add 4 million to trade no matter what the mind. That's fair, Frank. Who we got to add? That's a good one. Let's see how they're going to do that. But I think I'm hoping Jacob Toppin do pick up his 2-way. That'd be good to have him back. I think he can help the Knicks this year, man. He said,
and we salute Chris. And we still got 3 players that we could put into the G League. You know what I mean? I think it's 3 open roster spots. So in essence, we can have up to 18 players pretty much on the Knicks roster, like they had last year. 18 players, three in the G League and 15 on our bench.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Our team is definitely gonna get hard cap for there for sure. Salute, Sister Chris. What's good? What's good? Queen's Court in the building. Salute to Sister Steph, Queen in the building right now. Chris in the building. What appreciate you, Chris. Salute to Queen's Court. Y'all know how to get down. Y'all already know what it is. Salute to everybody in the building too, man. Thank y'all for coming in tonight, man. Make sure I hit that button for your brothers, man, on this Knicks Summer Madness episode right now. Obviously, we lost Hartenstein. We gained Mikal Bridges. So let's see what the Knicks gonna do. They're gonna be some more Will and Dylan going on. Let's see how it all goes down. But I do think the Knicks gonna do what they gotta do. I like this team, ladies and gentlemen. Let's not get it twisted. That starting 5 is legit. They legit. Forget what you heard. We got one of the better defensive teams in the starting in the game in the starting lineup position. Like I said, Anunoby, Mikal Bridges, and Mitchell Robinson is not no slack when it comes to that. So I'm really excited about that part of it. And we just got to make sure that we stay healthy. Like everybody else, I'm like that. Everybody gearing up to be better, and I was losing my man Hartenstein to the big blow to us. But you know what? Next man up. We've been doing that all year, ladies. We got to the second round with a next man up mentality. I don't think nothing's gonna change now. So let's see what the Knicks do to address the situation and move forward. But I really like Bully. What's good, my man? Salute to my brother. Salute Bully. What's popping? Bully 718 in the building. Corey Lee. What's good, my man? You already know. Either we have a Detroit and Washington protected pick still, Divine Facts, man.
Right. Detroit, and that's next year after next or something. Do we still got Detroit though? Did we give up Detroit?
No,
I think we might have gave that to Brooklyn. That's 25 pick, 25. I think we might have gave that one to Brooklyn. Detroit. I think that's one of the ones. I know we gave up 2 and 25, ours and somebody's. I think it was Detroit.
Yeah. I think the Knicks gonna be fine there, man. I believe in what these cats are doing down there. They haven't this front office haven't disappointed me yet, man. Coming in here when Leon Rose and Tibbs took over and all that stuff, they built this thing brick by brick, block by block, and one for injuries last year. We might be seeing a different tune right now. So just to know that we in the right direction, and we still got things you could do, believe it or not. Trade if you need to trade somebody. Who you going to trade? All depends, but we don't have too much there. But the Knicks will sign somebody. But you'd be surprised what happens out there. Like I said, right now, I would love to try to get another center here, whether it's whoever it is, whether it's Mo Bamba. I think James Wiseman would do some work under Tom Thibodeau, because Tom Thibodeau have him in the gym, on off days, on days. Yeah, he got guys around him who could kind of teach him the game. He got savvy veterans, guys, because everybody on our team pretty much 26 and up, but under 30, but between 26 and 30, I guess. But we got some veterans there who definitely can show these guys like Wiseman and guys like that. So I wouldn't have a problem with bringing him in here just to, have him backing up Mitchell Robinson and let him get his chance to get acclimated with this team. I think it'll be a pretty good thing. Nick P, what's good? God, peace. Salute. It's always good to see you, my brother. Yeah, it was, Nick P. It's been crazy, man. I still think it's gonna get a little more crazier. You might hear something tonight, a trade go down, or the Knicks gonna do they probably doing their research that, but I'm quite sure they had a backup plan, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think they probably knew if Hartenstein leave, they had a backup plan for that. Make no mistake about it. I think they operate pretty good down in New York. So let's see how it goes. Like Shy Power said, hit that like button for your brothers, man. Real talk. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, throw it in there, man, and show us some love. We appreciate y'all. But yeah, whatever they do, I think we're gonna be okay. But I like what we got down in New York, Shop House. We just got to keep building, and hopefully we hear some noise that's gonna benefit us. But we do got to do something, and let's see how it goes. I think we'll be okay. But it's been an interesting week, man. It all started with the Anunoby signing. I'm glad we got it out of the way, but the Mikal Bridges thing just took me by. I didn't see that coming for a lot of reasons. I didn't see that coming.
I didn't see OG coming.
Mm-hmm.
So this surprise for Mikal was a good surprise, but I thought it was possible.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I thought it was possible. I didn't see OG coming because of the scandal that was going on with the guy that came from the Knicks to go over there, and they suing him now. I was like, oh man, they ain't making no deal jury over there. Like, man, we ain't messing with the Knicks. The Knicks. And next thing you know, we get OG, and we gave up 2 primary players that were going to get. Well, RJ already had this contract 20. I think he'd be making like 27 this year. So, and IQ now got 33, $35 million. So they left here and went to good places and still making money. IE seemed like iHeart. They left here, went to another place making good money. And I'm happy. I like this is my big thing about iHeart. Not to go back to iHeart real quick, but iHeart, this deal wouldn't have happened if it was Detroit throwing this money out to him. And I mean, if this was Detroit throwing the $87 million out to him and stuff like that, he would have turned it down. But that team over there was number 1 in the West last year. You know what I mean? They were number 1 in the West, and they made the playoffs. So he's just going to go over there and make them better. Yep. And I mean, all that whole team is going to get better. I mean, they got some good players over there that's going to make that team better. And I'm happy that he went to a team. I said if he get traded, he's going to get traded to one of the 16 teams that made it into the playoffs, and he did.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, Frank Model just said, Devon, just read the Brooklyn Knicks trade update. Either they add McBride and take a pick back, or they have to sign and trade Precious or Burks along with another pick to make it work. Yeah, so Frank, I would think that pretty much. I think Alex Burks, first of all, gonna want to go to a contender, probably. I think Precious Achiuwa is not bad because Precious Achiuwa is from New York guy, and so he don't have to up and reroute, let's say. So I can see Precious Achiuwa that they're doing that with Precious, or unless they got somebody that we just don't know about they doing. But I would love to find about that, and see how that hand out. If not, we're handicapped and can't sign anyone else. So they're gonna have to do something. I think they will. Craig McQueen. I'm glad you brought that up. I don't know if they will do it.
That's a fact, Frank.
Ayton had a good season last year. And the year before that, he was going through his thing, but he turned out to had a good year last year. Will the Portland Trailblazers let him go? And even though they just picked up somebody at that spot in a draft,
we ain't got enough money for him.
Yep. You would have to give up Mitch or somebody to get Ayton here.
Yeah, we ain't no trades and nothing that we could do for him. We ain't got enough money for him.
Yeah, he cost too much, but you would have to.
I don't even know if we would want him here. I mean, he would fill in. He would be a Mitchell Robinson style of basketball player, and he could space the floor a little bit more. But we don't got enough money for him.
Yeah, exactly. But if he did, and I would have took a shot. I wouldn't have had a problem doing that. Nick Yak said, giving a player instead of eating $4 million helps us, not Brooklyn. If we need that money, like to sign Hartenstein, if he wanted to stay. I just think that Hartenstein, you couldn't touch what they gave him, man. That kid, see, in Hartenstein, this might be his biggest payday ever. You know what I mean? So I get why he left. He might not never get another contract like that. I think AP, they were talking about AP. I think they were talking about the contract.
Nick Richardson. That's the name. Nick Richardson is a good name to mention. Thank you, Nick 100. Remember, I was talking to the background about a player I mugged in there. I didn't forgot his name. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
He's a veteran too, man. So
he's a beast. He definitely got that shot blocking ability and all that.
Mm-hmm.
I said the Knicks mess around, do some willing deal, man. It ain't over till it's over, ladies and gentlemen. And that's for sure. So we just had to see how they go about it. But I do think that the Knicks will wind up making something happen. I don't see them guys not doing something to get to where they need to go. So let's see how it goes, man. Let's see what the Knicks got up their sleeve and what they're going to try to accomplish in the next couple of hours, the next couple of days, or a week, whatever the case may be. Far as like the younger guys, the center that we drafted, do they get time? I don't know. You know how like I said, 3 years ago, you might have had no problem. I think Tidner would have threw them boys in a heartbeat. But now they in a different realm, in a different area when it comes to championship contention. They might go a little different. Let's see, because like I said, when you start getting up in that arena, you're not really trying to, you're trying to bank on people who can go in that playoffs and have experience. So let's see how it goes. You never know what can happen, but I think Leon Rose going to have something cooking, ladies and gentlemen. I do know that. So we just got to keep our eyes open, our ears to the ground, and let's see how it goes. Shy Powell, I think the Knicks will wind up doing what they need to do, and they will get this team where they need to go. I'm confident in this front office. I'm not wavering that one bit. As long as you got Brock Alla up in there, they know how to work shit out. They done been working it so far, so let's see how it goes, man. And y'all listen, it's been interesting, man. It's been Knicks summer madness so far. And it's been really crazy. But I do like the Mikal thing. I'm good with that. I love that wing. I love that wing stop, man, with Anunoby and Mikal Bridges. Ladies and gentlemen, that's tough to deal with. It really is. It's really tough to deal with two guys. One of them lanky as hell. One of them strong as hell. You know what I mean? So, you won't see a lot of penetration against the Knicks this year.
Exactly. The switches are going to be incredible.
Yeah. And then knowing that if you do get by one of them, knowing that Mitchell Robinson is sitting back there, that you got that plays in a lot of good ways for the Knicks, because from a shot clock perspective, slowing down the team, put them in a shot clock scenario where they got only 6 or 7 seconds left on the clock, and they got to then force something up because our wing slowed you down, then you couldn't penetrate. And then when you did get in there, you ain't had no time to kick it back out to nobody because of that shot. So I'm hoping the Knicks defense really be in the forefront of what we're going to do this year with them 2 wings that we picked up, and having Mitchell Robinson coming back to anchor the middle from a defense and a rebound perspective. It's just going to, we should be a pretty good team down here, man. And I think Julius Randle, the way he rebounded basketball, the way Robinson rebounded basketball, I think we got a pretty good thing going on, Shop Power. So let's hope that it all form like Voltron, and we still wind up doing what we need to do. But it's probably going to be about 3 teams right now, to me, in the East, in our division. They're going to be going on the cusp of winning 50-something games. Shit. The Knicks.
Yeah, I got the Knicks easily 57 games this year.
Yeah, man. The Knicks, Boston, and Philly. If Philly stay healthy, man, you got 3 teams literally can win that division. Anybody's game. So I think it's going to be really interesting to see how it all pans out and all that good stuff. But I'm loving what I'm seeing, man. Let's go get it, New York. I'm hyped. I'm amped about this shit, man. Let's get it popping, and we go ahead and try to really can't wait till the season to start. But we still gonna be checking our phones for the next week or two, whatever, seeing what we're gonna do. Then obviously we got to get ready for summer league. Knicks got a lot of guys they can do this thing with. Yeah. I mean, we don't know what Roke is gonna do, but I heard my man Kolick though. I heard that cat might got a chance to make the roster, from what I hear. So I mean, I was watching some of my man Kolick ball play. He got dog in him, and he can pass that damn ball like really.
He can pass. He got dog, man. I think he gonna It's a couple of things, you know what I mean? Like all 4 of those picks that the Knicks picked up in the draft are players that could be something, man. And I see them being either on the bench or in the G League. I don't know if they can. I don't think they can. I think unsigned players go to the G League. I don't think signed players go down. Like Deuce went down to play in the G League because he wanted reps, but he was already on a contract. So I'm not sure. Let me not stipulate on that. I'm not sure if signed players, because they'll be signed players. They're not going to be, the 2-way players are unsigned players. So I think they could go to the G League. I had to figure that out. Let me stop rumbling on. I'm not 100% sure either.
Well, you know what, ladies and gentlemen, no matter what happens, like I said, I'm happy with the Knicks offseason so far. Obviously losing Hartenstein with the loss, but you can't win them all, ladies and gentlemen. And you just can't win them all. And obviously, and if you can get a guy like Wagner or whoever, I just know that the Knicks gonna do the right thing. He said, Frank said, Divine, which way would you finish the trade? I'm pretty much where you at, Frank. I definitely don't want to give up Deuce McBride for no reason, under no circumstance.
I think he about $4 million, $3 million now.
Maybe DeKite and Jericho Sims. I don't know. Can we do that? I'm not sure. Jericho Sims got $2 million opted in, and also you got DeKite is $2 million. I would send them 2 out, but I like DeKite. Even when he was in Milwaukee, I seen a chance. I seen what that kid could do. He's another big that we sleeping on. You know what I mean? He didn't get to play a lot last year, but you never know. He said, no, it can't. Okay. So if that's not the case, Frank, I can't really tell you who I think other than the ones you talking about with Alex Burks and them, but I damn sure don't want to give up Deuce McBride under no circumstance. No circumstance. Hey, Chris, I'm glad you put that out there because I didn't want to feel like I was on an island by myself. Gerald Simmons, this is a big year for him because I didn't see no growth, man. I really didn't, Chris. And he still looked raw to me. I understand he was a 58, 50-something pick. I get it. But he had 3 years to do what Deuce McBride did, or 3 years to do whatever. I didn't see too much development from him. Is it the situation where because of the way we had Mitchell Robinson and Hartenstein and all that, and the limited what he could do? So I don't want to say that he don't have the capabilities, but I was disappointed because even in the playoffs last year, looked confused out there, man. He really did. So, Chris, it don't seem like he did a lot to me neither. You know what I mean? And so let's see if that changes. He's been working in the gym this year, though. I did see him put up some shots and doing all them things in the summer. So let's hope that he get a chance to come back and redeem himself because he definitely didn't look too impressive to me coming out of last year. He really didn't. Like I said, it could be because of the amount of bigs that we had on the team, Chris, but I didn't see a lot. So let's hope that he can change that around and try to go out there. Now that we know we need him and he get the burn, if he's gonna be the Mitchell Robinson's backup, let's see if he's ready to do it. You know what I mean? But I definitely was kind of disappointed in Gerald Simmons the last couple of years. Maybe not be no fault of his own. It could have been just a situation he was put in with the bigs that we had. Like one of the bigs that he was going up against just got $87 million. You know what I mean? So obviously he was, and then one of the other bigs he got 60 million. He's a premier defender in the league. So it was tough, Chris. It really was. To see how it goes. And Tawan said we need to look outside of the league. The center from 20 Illinois is playing overseas. Coffee Coleman. Yeah, he pretty nice too, Tawan. And I think the Knicks will do that. Like I said, the Knicks do their due diligence, Tawan. I wouldn't be surprised they look at guys like that. It's just what I'm concerned about. Are we going to put them there to fill a roster, or are they going to be able to have an impact on Shop Howard, on literally the team that we going out there with right now? Are these guys going to get to play? I don't know. A lot of these young guys are good, but I don't know what deep as our team is. I don't know how much they're going to play. It'll be interesting to see for sure. But other than that, man, I think we're good to go. I'm ready to trade him. I think we may blossom somewhere else. That's possible. And I understand where you're going for with that, Chris, because just that raw athleticism he got. He could jump out the gym, strong dude, but he was raw. He was raw, footwork and everything. So let's see how it goes, man. Let's hope that if we stay on the Knicks Shop Powers, he can make a difference. Gerald Simmons, but like Chris said, he definitely hopefully get a shot this year. Now that Hartenstein gone, let's see what the brother can do for sure. Your microphone, my man.
The Knicks got a whole lot of things that they got to worry about, and I'm not worrying about it until after the summer league. I mean, once it start getting to August, going towards September, that's when it'll start really ramping up. And I mean, I think some trades have to be done. I keep hearing July 6th. I'm not exactly sure what that is, or is that the official start of 24-25? So things have to be done by this Saturday. So we'll start hearing things trickle down in Twitter space, Instagram space, Facebook space, all those spaces, YouTube. You'll start seeing a whole lot of things. And, they're going to do some willing to, with us sitting here talking about it. You know what I mean? Who knows what's going to happen? Maybe they'll sign Burks and move them, or Precious and move them, or who knows what they're going to do. You know what I mean? It'll probably be, I think, the team that will want probably Precious before Burks, because Burks is an older player. They have to give him, I think, I forgot what the contract, it has to be a 3-year contract, though. I think it has to be a contract that's $3 years. I don't know the exact number of what it could probably be a $4 million contract, but it has to be for 3 years. So to elapse that cap that we have. So I don't think they would want to go with Burks for 3 years. They might want to test Precious for 3 years, so maybe it's Precious. See what happens. I don't think the Knicks want to let Deuce go. You know what I mean? So, but then again, I hate to say this out loud. This guy, Kolick, he's not 19. He's definitely not 21. This guy's a full 23. He's an older guard that played on a big time Big East team. I mean, I'm not saying that he could come in here and start and back up and be super duper effective, but I know he knows how to play basketball, and he has to get to the the intangibles of playing from college going into the NBA. Big transition. You know what I mean? Just like coming from playing uh, uh, junior high school to going from JV to varsity, going from varsity to college. Means it's transitions. And he can come in here and fill in and be, spot on, fill into the thing. But the one thing that he hasn't developed, that at least from some of the tapes that I've watched, is defense. And I mean, he's an okay defender. He's a almost mirror image of Brunson. So I think he's going to get some play, and I think you may see the big guy. I can't even remember his name. The 58. I'm just going to call him 58 for now. I think he's going to be on the bench, and I think Junior's going to be on the bench. You know what I mean? So we will be all right. I don't think the first guy, Poppy. I don't think Poppy's going to. I think Poppy, they're going to try to stash him for a little bit, hold his money off for at least a year, something like that. But who knows what happened? He might go into summer league and wreak havoc over there in summer league. So who knows what's going to happen? Fine, it's all coming. It's coming. Get ready.
Yeah, I just want to put up something. Frank, I think Frank, and the only reason I put that up because I'm with Frank, and I think everybody, this is important. When you're going for a championship, like if you look at all the teams in the last so many years that won championships, you notice there wasn't no rookies playing on the team, because they are not seeded. I put Frank Chatter there because I always say this. You look at Boston Celtics last year, no rookies. You look at who won the year before them, Denver, whoever, no rookies. Because when you get into that pressure cooker, man, your coaches are not, they relying on seasoned guys because the pressure it mounts so much. Like you don't see a lot of teams play young guys like that in the playoffs. And I think Frank is dead on it like that, because I know some people may think that you hate when you say you hate because you're not talking about young guys, but some of them are not ready. A college tournament is not the NBA finals and the NBA.
Right, that's a fact.
When you're playing grown men and you're playing guys who
a fact. Transition.
Yeah, so sometimes you don't get them guys to come out there and play in the playoffs, which unless you creme de la creme shop out, you know what I mean? Like your skill set is so damn good. But that's what I like about the Kolik guy. Like you said, he's not 18, he's 23.
Right.
4-year dude.
And I'm not advocating for none of them rookies to be playing in the playoffs. We need them during the year. we need them for the 82 games. I'm not saying so. Right. We need them the 82 games to help along. You know what I mean? Because once they get into the playoff, Tom Thibodeau is strictly going 8-9 man roster. You know what I mean? His 8 best guys are going out there. Now we need them to help out 3 or 4 minutes here, 8, 5, 7 minutes here. If somebody go down, you come and try to fill in. That's what we need them for. I'm not saying nothing about them coming to be on the 82 games. Plus, Tibbs do not play more than 10 players. You know what I mean? I only seen Tibbs do 10 players maybe 2 years ago when he was trying to force down our throat Evan Fournier. You know what I mean? He went to a 10-man rotation. Once Grimes got back, Fournier got snatched and went down to a 9-man rotation again. So we need them for the duration to save these guys. And plus, these may be the guys that we need to play when we blowing teams out. Because I think we're going to have a lot of blowout games this year with these 2 big wins. Watch how good of a defender Julius Randle going to be this year. Watch how good of a defender Julius Randle is going to be this year with with Bridges on one wing, OG on the other wing. I mean, on shooting guard and small forward. Watch how good Julius Randle defense be this year. Just saying.
Yep. Yeah. And real quick, just AP and Chris. That's a name I'm really, really banking on this year. If you do anything, I think the Knicks offer him the 2-way deal again. But I think Jacob Toppin can help this team because I think his defense, his linkiness, his athleticism. I'm really hoping that he get a shot, AP and Chris, because I think I like Jacob Toppin, man. I really think that
we got a spot open for him on the
right.
we got a spot open for him now. Give him a couple of $300,000 he can fit in.
Yeah. I think they're asking him when he pick up that two-way deal. But yeah, I'd love to see that cat get it. I think Jacob Toppin can help this team out, man. Especially knowing that he got all them guys in front of him who can you imagine Anunoby and Mikal Bridges rubbing off on that dude? He got the athleticism, he got the defense. I mean, he's tall. So he's the one guy that we got to watch out too. You never know. He might come in the training camp or summer league and tear the shit up and tip like, okay, you know what? I got this dude here. He sat on that bench last year and watched the Knicks do everything. So knowing that he'll be in there with Josh Hart, Deuce Bride, and DiVincenzo, he got guys who can cover for him a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really interested to see what happened with Jacob Toppin, man. I hope that he's putting his work in. I'm quite sure he sees his brother just get $60 million. I'm quite sure one day he'll be able to reach that plateau too. So let's see what he can do, man. I'm really excited about this guy, man. I hope he get on this team and do the damn thing, and then we'll take it from there. Yeah, he can't, man. But maybe even though his offense is not that great, but like sometimes they might don't need you for that. They might just need you for another thing. Like for me, if you got Deuce Bride, DiVincenzo knocking down shots, Josh Hart get the way he get, they might not rely on his offense as much as they need him in there to be that defender with Deuce McBride and Josh Hart, because DiVincenzo can even guard. So if you got Deuce McBride, DiVincenzo, Josh Hart, and Toppin, at least you got 4 bona fide defenders. You know what I mean? And hold it down until you rest your starters and get them back in there. It'd be interesting.
We all talking this stuff. You're right. Mobamba might be the guy, because Obama can't step out and shoot the three, because we got defenders down there that can rebound the basketball, and OG, Mikal, and Randall. So that may be something that the Knicks might look into. Overall, I haven't seen the Knicks really looking to strive for a 3-and-D. I'm not 3-and-D. A pick and pop big man like that. But maybe it might be the year to try it. Who knows?
Yep. Yeah, you're right, Frank. They did say I think Precious Achiuwa might come back. I really do. Now that they lost Hartenstein, here's one thing that's important about guys, like they familiar with the system. You just see, it's one thing to bring somebody in there, but how long is it going to take them to get acclimated to what they trying to do? Good thing about Precious Achiuwa, he's already acclimated. He knows the system, know how to get down. That's important to me, because you you could bring guys in, but they also still got to get acclimated to what you do as a basketball.
They got to know where the spots is, know who's going to do it.
Yep, and so I do think that I think that's one of the better options out there to bring Precious Achiuwa back. He earned it too, Shot Powers. When Randall went down, when Mitchell Robinson went down, Hartenstein was dealing with Achilles, Precious Achiuwa filtered admirably. So I don't have a problem with that, man. That's it. And truth, that Randall was going to be a vote in the All-Star this year. Exactly. Listen, man. Randall is the real deal, ladies and gentlemen. The numbers don't lie. 3-time All-Star, 2-time All-NBA. Ain't nothing else to be said. If the NBA put Randall there, because they see what he did. Randall, one of the true dudes to come to New York and accept that. He accepted all the smoke, Child Powers. This cat literally accepted the smoke in New York. And it took him a while. He handled it. Sometimes he handled it a certain way, but he grew. And think about this here. Since Randall been in New York, the New York Knicks have been to 3 playoff runs. And he was here. And he was here with a bunch of average
Tito.
Right.
Right. A bunch of Tito.
No Michael Jackson with Tito, bro.
Exactly. A whole bunch of Titos. Not even Jermaine. They had a whole bunch of Titos over there.
Alpha Payton, Reggie Bullock. A lot of guys that Randall went to the playoffs with Tim got hit, not even in the league, bro.
Facts.
None of them. Reggie Bullock sitting on the bench somewhere. Alpha Payton in the G League. Noel ain't even in the league no more. A lot of these dudes that came in here with Randall took a team that won 21 games the year before, won 41 the next year, and took them to the playoffs. And only person he had was what? A second-year RJ. All these guys that we talk about not even playing right now, other than Alex Burke. So listen, man. Yeah, y'all can say what y'all want about Julius Randle. Julius Randle is a true professional basketball player, and right now, that's why I still got the Knicks right where I think they're going to be at. Because, like I said, you can have all the matches we talking about, Brunson and Maxey, Brown and Mikal Bridges, Anunoby and Paul George. Here go the X factor. The 76ers, the Boston Celtics don't have nobody on that team to deal with Julius Randle. Straight up. None of them. Not Kelly Oubre, not whoever going to play the 4 for them. They can't deal with Julius Randle. So Tatum definitely can't hold him. You know, so I think this team is going to be pretty good, man. I really do. Inside out, I think the Knicks got a dangerous fucking team because on any given night somebody could pop, and then on any given night we got a defensive juggernaut down there. So let's ride. I'm ready to roll, man. Let's do the damn thing, Shop Out. I'm ready for the Knicks to get it popping. But like I said, we about 3 months away. Whatever, time go by so fast. We'll see how it is. But ladies, then we're gonna get out here in about 5 minutes. But we get ready to get on our grind. But I'm excited about what's moving forward with the New York Knicks, ladies and gentlemen. We just got to keep our eyes open, our ear to the ground. Let's see what's going to happen with this center situation. How they going to do this thing? How they going to work out this thing with Brooklyn with the trade? So still got a couple of things that we got to tighten up and everything like that. But I'm really looking forward to this team this year, man. I think there's going to be a pretty tough team to beat in the NBA, man. They just stacked at every position, especially the starting 5, 1 to 5. The Knicks is good. I mean, you know, these cats is bona fide. Not only they talented, they culture-driven dudes. You know what I mean? Jalen Brunson, Western Conference Finals 1 year. Mikal Bridges, didn't he go to the finals with Phoenix? And Anunoby went to the finals, and he didn't play.
That year he was number 2 runner-up for Defensive Player of the Year.
Yep.
The guys are beasts on defense, man.
Yeah, our whole starting 5 have been in the playoffs, and that's a good thing. And our bench been there. Even Chisholm went to go to the finals. You know what I mean? Josh Hart, when he came here, went to the second round. So we got guys. One thing I can say about our team, which I love about them, that we got guys who literally been in the playoffs. So it ain't gonna be no deer in the headlights when we get back there. So I'm really excited about this thing moving forward, man. I think we're gonna have something to go on, man. But listen, everybody, it's been fun. Let's keep this thing popping, man. Let's hope the Knicks go out there and do whatever you guys think they need. Let's go out there and get this 1 player, 2 players to make this thing happen. And we'll see how it goes. If something pop off, you know, we'll be back on later on in the week. And but I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm really looking forward to this thing, man. And I'm with you, Chris. This team gonna shock a lot of people. They stopped. Yo, listen. You cannot tell me the Knicks is not gonna be a problem with them damn wings they got. That's what this league is about right now. Wings and you got 2 of the premier ones on the starting lineup. And nobody can guard just about anybody. My man Mikal Bridges can lock down just about anybody. If Mitchell Robinson can stay healthy, he's gonna have a problem. He's gonna be a opposing problem for a lot of opposing centers. He's gonna be a problem for them just by whether it's shot blocking, altering shots, grabbing offense, rebounds, whatever the case may be. I'm excited about this team, man. Shot Powell, give me a last word, my brother. We're gonna get out of here for everybody to get to the next show or the next channel, and we keep it moving.
Yes, that's the closing, Divine.
Yes, sir.
All right, Divine. Salute to you as always. I don't even know how I even say it to you. I talk to you during the week. To the family in the chat, don't get frustrated. Hartenstein went out here and got his bag. Once a Knick, always a Knick. And don't forget that we have a premier player, a premier center that started before. Like I said, if Julius Randle, if Mitchell Robinson did not go down, Hartenstein would be getting a $14 million contract this year. All right, so let that sink in. If Julius Randle, so we need not Julius Randle. I keep saying Julius Randle. If Mitchell Robinson can stay healthy this year, give us about 65 games plus the playoffs, we will be fine. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. Yo, salute to all the amazing people in the chat, man. Sister Chris, AP, Aboriginal, my man, Nick 100, everybody. Frank Mato, thank you for the information, my man. Everybody in the building, man.
Thanks,
Chris,
Frank.
Yeah, real talk, man. Everybody, listen, y'all keep enjoying that summer, man. Y'all stay safe out there and just enjoy the rest of your summer, man, and all that good stuff, man. And whatever something pop off, we'll pop in. You know how we do. We here all day, every day. And like I said, y'all make sure y'all hit up Sister Chris and Steph down there on Queens Court and all of everybody, man. Everybody got some good info out there for everybody, man. So on that note, Shop Powers, my brother.
You're ready.
So everybody, we see y'all in the next episode. Talk to y'all soon, man. Peace. We
Knicks fans, yo, we coming hard.
It's time for this real taller hobby going live on a televised or on blue skies with we. On that Friday night, the Knicks sit with our Knicks constituents, lift the altar drip. That's that Knick orange and blue. I thought you knew it's the brand. You understand how we do, my man. We stand on business. This real talk brand, you know we in the we. In the streets of Manhattan, keeping the action, keeping the people reacting, leading up to Knicks and he getting it cracked. Cause it's game time. We in the world most famous. We seen the Knicks lock your team up. I be serving just like a subpoena. You know the Knicks fan. We feeling real giddy and litty. Cause the New York City gritty committed to beat the city by 50. Well, I'm about to get me a nice cipher with a smart quarter on ice. For a few bucks in the quarter to pay the order with my smart device. We the gospel getting it popping in the Apple rotten. Let the home, let the partner stopping on their Apple watching. It's Knicks Real Talk. The team streaming on YouTube.com. We got two dudes doing good moves spot on, dropping the bomb. When the cops got a spot and dropping some of the hottest Knick content that's up in your head. Enough said, you know, upstairs leaving the guard after they done got their bag. Looks like a cab to fly back to the triad, no jet lag.
Knicks Real Talk right here. I'm representing with my peoples right here.
We
Knicks Real Talk right here. I'm representing with my peoples right here.
we
Knicks Real Talk right here. I'm representing with my peoples right here.
we